Hello there, and welcome to the Ham Brothers podcast. I am your hilarious host, Robert Brunel. With me, as always, is Anthony Lamorza. Guys.
Hola.
And Matt.
Correct.
Matt Shipway. Hello out there, friends. We're so glad that you are joining us once again here on the Ham Brothers podcast. We are once again without a guest, but that's okay. We're going to talk. We're going to share some ideas, some laughs, just have a good time, guys. It's just good to see you.
Yeah. Is it?
You know?
Is it though?
Well, Matt to more of an extent than you, but
Thank you.
yeah, I'm sure it's good to see you guys. So you guys both saw Avengers without me.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Why didn't either of you invite me?
Because we knew that you wouldn't
Yeah.
come.
That shouldn't be a reason not to invite me.
That's the reason we don't invite you anywhere.
I know, that sucks. Maybe that's why I don't get to go anywhere, is because no one invites me out anymore.
Well, maybe it's because you're a father and you're taking care of your child.
Yeah, that's usually
Well,
what it is.
don't let him use that as an excuse.
Well, it's the perfect excuse now. I
It's-
mean, I still use my kids as an excuse.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
it might be the
He's
best
18.
excuse I ever had.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like the excuses are just a little different. It's like, oh, he's got shit all over his balls. That's my son.
Right.
And then like Matt's like, oh, he's getting arrested. Yes, I was saying right before we started, everyone's talking about Avengers Endgame, and the trending right now on Twitter is the headline: fans are debating if Avengers Endgame did enough for LGBTQ representation. So I had to look, and I guess there's a character who's gay in the film.
And it's
It's not a superhero.
It's a very minor
yeah.
character.
It's one scene, and it's mentioned in passing during.
Yeah, he doesn't like say I'm gay.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna
It's a
say, how does
superhero
it come
film.
up.
He just
No, it's
in a support group.
Yeah, it's like a support. Captain America's leading like some little like thing.
spoiler alert.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just like, oh, damn that Thanos! I could really go for a dick right now.
No, it's
like,
just-
wait, what was that? No, how
Yeah.
do they seriously bring it? How
well,
do they
no,
do that in
he's-
3 frames of
again,
dialogue?
the guy is telling a story about having gone out on a date for the first time since the snap, because there's the snap and then an extended period of time that passes 5
Gotcha.
years.
Okay.
Spoiler.
So then, yeah. So he's just talking about that he's on a date and it just happens to be with a man.
Do you think that the Avengers or just Marvel has a responsibility to have gay characters?
Well, they do
Do they?
in the comic books.
Oh, well, I know they do, but do they have a responsibility to?
Well, I mean, they're all inclusive. I mean, pretty much, the X-Men are just like a metaphor for being gay or for being different. That's essentially what Stan Lee used them as when he created them in the 60s, I think. Because there was a lot of turmoil going on between people. Like, it's the same shit that's going on now. But that's why Stan Lee essentially created the X-Men.
Right, but
To give different people a voice.
I think what Rob is asking is that do Marvel, especially now as a film company, doing the films that they're doing, do they have a responsibility to make it an essential part of
A responsibility?
their-
I don't think so. It's an entertainment company.
Well, yeah, there's like,
you
oh,
know.
they need to be.
If they want to bring in more customers, if they want to include more people, then I'm all for that, and I think it's a smart move.
Well, no.
But I think it's their responsibility to do that.
Here's the thing. Okay. There's probably not very many gay characters or in these films, right? Obviously, this is the first time it's been mentioned.
Right.
How many fucking gay people worked on these movies? A fuckload.
Probably a lot, yeah.
It's Hollywood. A fuckload of gay people.
Right,
probably
but
worked on it.
but I think what the article is saying is that they're not represented.
Yeah,
Those
but
people aren't
what if an
represented.
actor's gay playing a straight person? Is that not gay representation because he's a gay person?
But that the character in the film is
So the character has to be gay.
Yeah, that's representation in the film.
But where does that stop? And does every film have to have one of as many races as possible? I don't know where the line is on this. It's like, how many we need like a gay character, a trans character, I don't know what. I understand having diversity, but is it forced just because? You know what I mean?
Oh,
you
is
just crowbar that shit in because
Right.
people want that. I don't understand.
Well, I don't know what you're asking. Like, I mean, do you?
Well, like my original question, is it their responsibility as people that make films to make sure that every minority group and every group that feels disparaged needs to be represented in every film?
I think the short answer on that is that no, it's not their responsibility, but they're gonna be forced into doing it.
Yeah, I just think it's gay to think that that they have a responsibility to represent all types of people in every fucking film. You know how much money went into this fucking thing?
But that's the thing, though. I don't think it's necessarily every film.
Just this one because it's so big.
Yeah, because it's so huge. Like it's a huge pop cultural cornerstone. You know, that's been laid for how long they've been in the spotlight?
10 years, yeah.
10 fucking years.
Well, it's like I didn't hear a fucking peep about this until there was a gay character in it, and then now it's like they didn't do enough. It's like, they weren't doing anything before. Isn't this a step in the right direction?
Right.
And you don't know, maybe Korg was gay.
Who?
Korg from Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I don't know what character.
The rock
that
guy.
Oh, the Kiwi.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't
Taika Waititi.
Was that him from? Was that the voice from the dude from Flight of the Conchords? Their manager?
No.
No.
That, Taika Waititi, the guy who directed the film. That's him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. I just think all New Zealanders sound the same.
Yeah, they got that squeaky.
That's Kiwi-ish, dude.
Yeah.
Kiwi-ish?
Kiwist.
Kiwist?
Kiwist.
Yeah, I love all peoples except for those fucking Kiwis. Oh, with their Lord and their fucking rings, landscapes.
So you hate them for their
unchained
beautiful
beauty.
contributions to nature and film?
Fucking Kiwis. Never met a Kiwi I fucking liked.
How many Kiwis have you met?
None, but that's okay. That's why it's still a true statement. All right,
what's the main point you're getting at here? Are you saying
nothing? I just think people fucking this outrage culture. It's like, it's trending on Twitter right now. There's a lot of people talking about it,
right?
And it's like, does that affect your fucking life? Is the lack of gay characters in the Avengers, was that tearing you up inside? Did you lie awake at night, fucking damn it?
But that's the thing. There is a small group of people that probably did affect them every day, But again, they have the loudest voice.
I'd like to meet that person who woke up every fucking day like, why aren't there any gay characters in the Avengers? Damn it!
I mean, if you
but here's the thing too. How would you not know? How do you know Captain America's not fucking gay?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's just
he did marry.
What do you want them to fucking do? What exactly do you want them to do? Do you want them to act gay? Like what is acting gay? How do you know a character's not gay?
Well, see, but then that's the thing. Then once they do get a gay character in there, if they're not played by an actual gay character, then that's not the proper representation.
Yeah.
I think everybody's thinking about this shit too much.
No, they are absolutely. They are, but that's what all these people now have to navigate as entertainers.
No, man. No.
I mean, there are. Well, see, okay, there are some things that I tend to agree on a little bit. Like whitewashing. Like getting white characters to play Asian, black, and whatever other characters that they're playing.
You're telling me you didn't want to see Matthew McConaughey as Black Panther? That just would have been amazing. That would have been outstanding.
I don't think so.
No, it's probably not. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
No. But yeah, so that I get, but I mean, I don't think that there's a need to have to be so outraged that what you want isn't done in the movie.
Right.
Yet,
I mean, did you enjoy the film or not?
Right.
Probably did.
A lot of fucking people have so far because this shit is breaking records left and fucking right already. Like,
dude, I honestly fear for the sake of comedy in the future, if the rational people like you and I cannot stand up to these fucking people and say no, okay,
well, see, but then if we stand up, quote unquote, then we're like,
we're part of the problem,
or homophobic.
Good. I'd like to hear. You know what I would love more than anything in the world is for somebody to get into some kind of scandal, like where they, cheat on their wife or some shit, and then all these people just come out and be like, yeah, I do not apologize. I just want to say fuck you to every single person that keeps leaning on me to do this, whatever.
Right.
Like, apologize for, like, insensitive comment. They tried to go after fucking Kevin Hart for a joke he made 5 fucking years ago on Twitter.
Yep.
Okay? Every person that complained about that is a fucking bitch. Fuck you. You don't have a place here. You need to sack up. Because the world's probably going to get shittier and harder.
Oh, yeah.
And these things do not fucking matter in the long run.
Right.
Not in the scheme of things. You're going to fucking die one day. Stop worrying about a gay joke that fucking Kevin Hart made.
Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, it's like, I just want everyone to have equal rights and shut the fuck up. Can we just go aim for that?
Well, but that's what we are aiming for. But we don't have equal rights though. Yeah.
What rights are missing? Who's missing rights?
I don't know.
Nobody.
I mean, I wouldn't say nobody. I don't know if nobody's missing rights.
There's some stuff.
Well, as an American,
So then you can tell me that a white man and a black man going for the same job have the same.
what's the right being violated? What right? They both have the right to be interviewed. That's the bias of the person hiring them,
Right.
right? That's not like something institutional. Like, he doesn't have the right to apply for that job.
No, that's true.
No, so we have equal rights. It's not an equal fucking society. There's never been one.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's right.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, gay people still can't all get married and
Yeah,
all
and in
the
every state.
states.
So that's what I'm saying. Equal rights. That's across the board. Yes, you should have that. You should be able to marry whoever the
Right.
fuck you want across the board,
Right.
in every state. That's a right that someone's infringing upon.
Right.
It's like you do
So there
not
aren't equal rights all over.
No.
That's what you're saying. You're saying we all have the same
as
rights,
Americans,
but we don't.
you do have the same rights.
But
you're
you just said
this-
that people can't get married in different states.
yeah.
Well,
In California, we all have the same rights.
well, I guess we're like our own states, obviously, with different laws from state to state. But that's one of the few things that you could point to, I guess, on a state by state level. I mean, what do you have a right to? Like, really, what the Constitution lays out.
Right.
You definitely. Well, I guess the point overall is you do not have the right to not be offended. You don't have that right.
Say that one more time.
You do not have the right to not be offended.
So
Do
then,
not have the right to not be offended.
Right. So basically, if someone says something offensive to you, they have the fucking right to say that.
Yeah.
Right. You don't get to stop people from speaking just because they say
Right,
shit
right.
that's offensive.
part of free speech.
Yeah, that's the road we're fucking traveling down, where it's like, no, you can't even say that. That's why comedy's
censorship.
That's what
you know?
comedy's
yeah.
fucking dying.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what the SJWs are doing. They're trying to bring down. They want people to all think the exact same way, which is bullshit.
Right.
Do you want your comedians to second guess premises? You know what? I shouldn't talk about that. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Fucking Carlin is rolling over in his goddamn
Right.
grave.
Right.
There's no fucking subject that
Well, I mean,
is off limits.
Here's the thing: if it's funny, then I say go for it. But if you're just going on stage just to get your point across,
Right.
spew hate
No,
or shit,
absolutely.
it's just like then don't. I don't think you should.
Hey, then you're a
do it.
shitty comedian.
You shouldn't, but you still have the right to do it.
Yeah, like, Louis C.K. made me laugh about an abortion joke, or like him acting like he was strangling his baby on a plane. That's fucking horrible, but it's
Right.
he still
Right.
made it hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
He should have the right to fucking make that joke.
Right.
Because that's what comics do. We're supposed to take the terrible things and make them funny.
Yeah, and the worst thing you can do is start to censor comedians.
Right.
Start telling people ahead of time, at open mics, well, don't talk about this, don't talk about that.
Right. There's this person in the audience that is offended by these particular things, so please don't mention any of them.
Or you
Right.
could just ask them to leave.
Right. Yeah.
Don't go if you have certain issues with hearing certain things in a comedy club. Don't fucking go.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I would love people to just own their shit, without having to apologize for things that they don't truly believe are worthy of apologizing for, to save their careers.
Right.
Like Kevin, God bless Kevin Hart for just saying, no, fuck you, I'm just not going to host this
Right.
fucking award show anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to, if you have to make every comedian go back, fucking through their whole life's work and apologize for jokes that used to be like totally appropriate that
Right.
somehow aren't now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. That's one of the things that's always blown my mind is that people can go back and say, "Oh, this movie from 20 plus years ago was offensive back then." Well, it was offensive now
Oh yeah, the whole
in
thing with
today's
Ace Ventura.
climate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ace Ventura. There was another one too that. Okay, even fucking "Baby It's Cold Outside." You know, like, oh, this song's written this how long ago? This movie was written this long ago and done this. Yeah, it looks shitty in hindsight sometimes, but what are we supposed to do about it? What
Yeah.
do you want? What do you want Kevin Hart to do about that joke that he said 5 years ago? Do you want him to go back and delete that thing off of Twitter?
Make a statement of apology for
Why?
something.
Exactly. Okay, like if that it'd be different if that person didn't grow or change or whatever. Then yeah, okay, maybe if they're still spewing any sort of freaking hate, but I doubt what Kevin Hart said was even in hateful.
Yeah, dude, it was like almost any historical figure that was like prominent leadership and within history.
Right.
They were probably a piece of shit.
Yeah.
They probably did things to other people
Oh,
that you would
absolutely.
be like fucking destroyed by even hearing about.
Yep.
You want to go back and start apologizing for Alexander the Great's fucking conquest and shit?
Right.
It's like, no, look, okay, things fucking happen. There are some bad people and there are some good people, but you cannot just lump everybody into this fucking category of
Right.
against. All these motherfuckers are against me because, they won't use my pronoun.
Right.
I'm sorry. Should we, dude? Oh my God, can we make "What's Your Pronoun" shirts? Do those exist?
I'm pretty sure that's a your mom's house thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, because that's really what you need is a sign to initiate a.
Or you
Yeah.
just ask.
You just ask.
Well, okay, so a couple years ago,
I can't ask every single person I meet
Right.
what their pronoun is.
right? Well, here's the thing. A couple years ago, my friend is trans, and I went up to go visit them. And before they came out to me, we went to go meet with this group that they march with, and so we went to go meet them. And beforehand, they tell me, when you get there, just introduce yourself. Be like, "Hey, I'm Matt. I'm just a boring white cis dude," and then ask them what their pronoun is. I was like, first off, I'm not that boring. I mean, I know I am, but I'm not going to introduce myself that way. And secondly, I don't need to know everybody's pronoun
Right.
unless I'm introducing them to somebody else or else I'm referring to them in the third person. It's like I can usually tell just by looking at a person, and I know that some people are going to be like, "Oh, no, you can't just tell a book by its cover." Sure,
Right.
fine. That's fine. But I never have to refer to a person as he, she when I'm talking to them.
Right.
I don't refer to them in the third person when I'm talking to a person.
Just my personal opinion. Biologically there are two genders, and then people that are moving in between them.
Right.
It's like that's what the actual
Transition.
transition move, right? It's going moving. That's the word definition of it, right? So I don't believe in gender fluidity where it's like, I'm gonna be a chick today and a dude tomorrow, and then go back and forth.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you can do that. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously you can dress however the fuck. No
Right.
one gives a shit about
I
that.
don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Nobody
But
ca-
also
I-
follow up
gives
to
a
that
shit.
story. As soon as the first person I meet there has a huge tattoo on the arm saying "Die White Cis Scum," so I'm like, okay, I'm definitely not going to introduce myself as cis.
Yeah, it's like I'm not anyone's enemy, and then I'm made
Right.
out to be.
Right.
Because it's like I don't know what you're trying to. First of all, I don't think you should be able to have to compel anyone to change the way you speak, just to suit them. It's like I never identified as a cis white male.
Right. Yeah.
They fucking labeled me that. It's not
Right.
like I'm walking around like cis male, haha.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what cis meant until
Oh yeah,
I was
no.
told.
I was like, dude, it's like you're a dude or a chick, or you a chick that looks like a dude, or a dude that looks like a chick. Like, cool, man. But that's the thing. If you look like a chick, I'm gonna
Yeah, if
I mean-
if that's what you're aiming for, shouldn't that be a compliment?
right.
If you're dressed like a woman and I refer to you as a woman, that isn't that what you were heading for in the
Right.
first place? It's like I don't know.
I gotta add these other adjectives, and like.
I mean,
Pre-
I don't know. I think
Precursors.
"they" is probably the safest way to go.
Oh, absolutely.
but that was
That's
already
what I
gender
always
neutral.
use.
right. No, exactly.
They is
That's
always
that's what he's saying is that
That's the best way to go about it. If you
safest
don't want to
route.
offend anybody.
Well, that's the only way you would go about it if you didn't know who the person was.
Right.
Yep.
How else would you refer to them except in that person? We've had this down for a long time, dude. Everybody's a fucking dude. You're a dude.
Yeah.
If you just say dude,
dude.
or buddy, Hey, buddy. That could go for a
Yeah, in
chick, too.
California, it's gender neutral, but not
Dude
everywhere
is
else.
not everywhere.
Even guys, you can say like, "Hey guys,"
Hey, what's up, guys?
yeah, like,
Yeah,
you know,
that's everybody,
yeah.
right? Oh, I don't know. I certainly didn't come in here today to talk about.
Yeah, it's probably not a safe topic to talk about.
See, that's what I'm fucking
No,
talking
yeah,
about.
exactly. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you started, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, you get
there-
nervous
Yeah,
to even
exactly.
voice an opinion that you
Yeah.
actually believe.
Yeah,
You should. People are afraid to voice opinions
Yeah.
that they actually believe. My whole fucking life I've been on the left. I've been trying to legalize weed and get prostitution legal and all that shit. Very libertarian in these senses. Stop moving the line.
right.
I was trying to be. I'm trying to be an ally. I am trying
Yeah.
to be. You're pushing me over this line. I'm not changing my ideologies. What people are tolerating is changing.
Yeah, the lines are being moved. Our alliances aren't shifting. It's the lines.
Yeah. Yeah, man. This is bullshit. We cannot.
I'm nobody's enemy. I mean, maybe like back in high school. Yeah, sure. I probably had some fucking enemies on my list, but like, you know.
Yeah,
It's
well,
fucking-
I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people are making this whole thing way too black and white. It's like you're either with us or you're against us. And it's like, no,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
not
no,
how it
well,
is.
yeah.
Well, that's what fucking Siths do. Okay. Only a Sith speaks in absolutes. All right.
But most of the time, like I don't fucking care. I really don't. Do whatever you want as long as it doesn't directly affect me and my life. Do whatever you want.
Right.
I don't fucking care. And it's not gonna affect me if you're doing something in your house. I don't care.
See, it's
I
like,
mean, unless it's obviously
how
you're
do
torturing
these-
somebody that I know
how do
personally.
these fucking college kids not understand that if they completely ignored the
Because all their
people-
parents are buying their admissions. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. if you completely ignored these people who have like right wing positions that come to your college and want to speak, no one would fucking hear about it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be in the news. Probably you wouldn't even feel the guy probably wouldn't even fill up your entire auditorium there. Right. But by protesting him, trying to shut him down from even speaking at all, you should let a fucking stupid Nazi speak, so that they can fucking
Dig his own hole, yeah.
display themselves as a Nazi and defeat their ideas.
Yeah,
Shutting
but-
them down makes them martyrs.
Well, no, but that's the thing though. If you let them speak, then they're bound to hit somebody
Yeah.
that fucking.
I'm
agrees
definitely
with
gonna
them.
get pissed if I hear
Yeah.
a Nazi talk. I'm gonna probably want to
Yeah.
punch him in the face.
He has the right to say it, and you have the right to react to it, and you don't.
Mm.
Well, you have the right to react to it
In a certain way.
It's like I have the right to swing my fist all the way to the tip of your nose. Basically, is the way that phrase goes. It's like, yeah, I have the right to say whatever I want up to a point, right? But just ideologically speaking, if he goes up there and he spouts whatever is like anti-Semitic fucking shit, he has a right to say that.
Yeah, that's true.
By shutting him down, you make people seem like more like martyrs, and that
Right.
there really is this opposition to just
Right.
any kind of free speech.
Yeah.
You know, somebody probably wouldn't defend a lot of these people's ideals, but they defend the right to having them speak, and you push them on that side of the aisle just by saying you can't fucking
right,
speak.
yeah.
You can't fucking speak here. You have the right to set up a booth right next to that guy and debate him if you want. I don't know why nobody wants to shut down, actually debate ideas with the ideas instead of just screaming over one another.
Because the latter is way easier. Like,
How are you gonna hear me if I'm not screaming?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it actually takes a whole lot less courage to shout somebody down
Right.
than to sit there and be naked with your ideas against their ideas.
Yeah.
And to put it on the line to where you could be wrong.
Right.
Going into something with the humility of like, okay, I'm going to actually listen to this person and then rebut them.
Well, yeah, because that's always the worst case is that when people that are believing that they're right simply because they believe they're right, not that what they believe goes against something else or proves something else wrong. Regardless, that's what they want to believe.
Flat
And
earthers.
Yeah, that's it's truth to them, absolutely, and so they are right. You'll always be wrong,
Right.
regardless of what you have to say. So that's why the shouting is easier.
Yeah, it's a coward's way to end an argument. It's akin to violence because what you're basically saying is that like we're not even going to have an exchange of ideas.
Right.
I'm not gonna even I'm not even gonna show you why you're wrong.
Yep.
I'm just gonna spank you and put you in a corner, publicly dox you, get you fired from your fucking job.
Yeah.
It's like the fact that people can do that. It's like,
That's scary.
look, man.
It is scary, but sometimes I'm okay with it. Whenever I see like some huge assholes off the job,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
You-
I kind of had that coming.
Well, yeah, if it's somebody that's a blatant fucking piece of
Right.
shit. But yeah, if it's something that's where it's they're losing their shit because of something that happened, this long ago or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's gonna depend too whether or not that person, like I said before, has grown
Right.
at all. Like,
Yeah, you have a right to be an ignorant piece of shit.
Mhm.
You do.
Yep.
There's a ton of them. There's a fuckload. You have the right to be wrong, whatever reason that is. If you were raised incorrectly, whatever, and hopefully you learn the error of your ways throughout your life.
right.
But if not, you absolutely have the right to just wallow in your fucking ignorance and shit.
Yep.
You're never gonna stop that. I don't think so.
No.
People are
Most people are just set in their ways, man.
yeah.
They refuse to grow.
A lot of it's learned behaviors,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well, I think perfect example was when we had that issue with fucking Hale Satin. When I think your dad said it the best, like where we thought that he had changed so much in the time that we went without seeing him,
right,
but it was us that had changed and he had remained the same.
yeah,
And we grew beyond that versus where he stayed exactly where he was since we knew him.
yeah. It's a lot about being willing to challenge your own ideas.
Right.
Yeah.
And what bothers me the most is that knowing, okay, I'm gonna give this person the benefit of the doubt, and knowing that they probably will not do the same.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna legit try and hear them, and they are just going to, ignore everything I'm saying because they won't even question their own beliefs in any way
Right.
before we get started. That bothers me. It makes me not want to do it. It's only good if someone reciprocates.
Yeah.
But c'est la vie. This has been like angry cast.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
A lot of stuff's been pent up in there. I can see.
I don't know. See, this is why we need guests.
To distract you from the.
If you want to stop
constant
Rob's
shit,
ranting,
yeah.
then come on our show.
Send me a fucking email about it. I don't give a shit. Fucking hit me up on Twitter. We'll cry about it. Yeah, let's do your game. That seems happier.
Well, back to the Avengers. I think Valkyrie was alluded to as possibly being gay,
Oh,
In
that's
Ragnarok.
right. I think so. Yeah.
but never confirmed.
Yeah. She is just straddling both sides. Heyo.
Yeah.
But yes, back to Avengers. I have a game. Avengers did come out this week, so
Amazing.
I figured I would come up with a game that includes that. And it's
Say what you will
basically-
about the games, but at least they're topical.
at least they're light.
Is this
They're
this
topical.
isn't dildo or
No.
superhero? Is it?
No,
Okay.
it's a superhero or porn star. So superheroes, secret
I
aliases,
think I'll know this.
Oh,
but-
yeah.
or porn star. Yes, well, it's basically test your shame right now.
Okay, so
How much knowledge you have in these terrible.
do we get bonus points
categories.
if we know who?
If
the
you know the
superheroes-
superhero's alter ego, yes.
Oh.
and
you
even
can name
more
their
bonus
superhero
points if you know the porn star's actual name.
I mean, I didn't dig that deep, but I
You
mean,
should
if,
not know
I'll
that.
believe you.
What about if I know her address?
Then I would
That's a little
suggest
too much.
not going to it.
That's too much.
All
It'd be
right,
a little bit. It'd be a little scary.
So, superhero or porn star? First name, Allison Blair.
Sounds like these are obviously, if they're superheroes, it's the name of the.
It's
Not
their alter
secret,
ego.
Yeah, their secret identity.
All right, fuck superhero.
I'm gonna go porn star.
Superhero. Dazzler.
Aha!
Big superhero in the 80s. All right,
Not
next.
to be confused with the bedazzler who shoots loads in your face and then throws glitter at you.
I forgot about that. All right. Johnny Sins.
It's a porn star.
Porn star.
It is a porn star. Donald Blake.
Darnold.
Donald.
Donald Blake.
Blake.
Yeah, that sounds like a superhero's
Superhero.
lame.
Yeah, superhero.
Yes. Do you know what superhero?
No.
Donald Blake.
Why do I feel like that's from like Spider-Man's universe? I don't know. No, I have no clue.
Can you tell me DC or Marvel?
It's Marvel. He was in Avengers Endgame.
Oh, it's Hawkeye.
Donald Blake.
No, not Hawkeye.
No.
Shit.
I don't know.
It's a tricky one. It's Thor.
Oh.
What? Why would Thor?
Back in the original comic books, Thor was sent down by Odin. Odin took his powers away and made him a regular person.
Oh.
And so his-
Okay.
He was Dr. Donald Blake.
He's a doctor?
Yeah, he
Podiatrist?
like it wasn't actually Thor. Like he incorporated another person into it. It's a weird fucking alter ego kind of thing.
Okay.
All right, Mariah Mills.
Porn.
Yeah, porn star.
Yes, that's important. Johnny Blaze.
Superhero.
Superhero. It's that's
Human Torch.
yeah.
Nope.
No?
No?
Nope.
Porn
It's Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Close enough.
Johnny Storm is the Human Torch.
Fucking lazy ass comic book writers.
Natasha Nice.
Oh, that's porn.
I'm sorry? Well, I didn't hear that.
Natasha Nice.
Oh. Yeah, porn.
That is porn.
Yeah.
James Howlett.
Oh, that's a superhero.
Superhero.
Do you know what superhero?
Wolverine.
It is Wolverine. Good
Yeah.
job.
Come on, bro.
All right, I underestimated your knowledge of Wolverine. Betsy Braddock.
Oh.
Superhero.
Yeah, I'm going to say superhero.
It is. It's Psylocke from the X-Men. James Barnes.
Ooh, that's superhero too. That's
Superhero.
Isn't that the other?
It's not. Well, that's not Winter Soldier. That's Bucky Barnes.
No. The dude that's wearing the other Iron Man suit, War Machine.
Oh, is that his name?
I don't know.
No, that's not his name.
No, but it is a superhero. It is Winter Soldier. James Bucky Barnes.
Oh,
Yeah, you just said it. You told me it wasn't it.
Well, no, because I didn't. I guess I didn't realize that he had a first name. I thought
Right.
Bucky was his first name.
That's just a
It's his
nickname.
Yeah. Well, fuck me. All right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Megan Rain.
Oh, that's porn.
star.
Yes, it is.
I've seen her before.
See, I knew that you guys would get all the porn stars.
Well, the way
Well,
your
s-
eyes light up too when you say the name, and then you change your pitch too. Yeah,
Oh,
Megan
ooh.
Rains.
Jennifer Walters.
Superhero.
Superhero.
Do you know what superhero?
Jennifer what?
Jennifer Walters.
Jennifer
Black
Walters.
Cat.
No, let me guess.
Not Black Cat.
Jubilee.
Julie?
Jubilee.
Oh, Jubilee? No. Jubilee's real name is actually Jubilation Lee.
Gay. What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Jennifer Walters is the She-Hulk.
Oh.
okay.
Charles Dira.
Charles
Superhero.
Yeah, I agree. Superhero.
No, it's a porn star.
Oh.
But he did play Captain America in This Isn't the Avengers. So
Oh.
So technically, he's on both. He was both.
I guess. Marcus Dupree.
Superhero.
Superhero.
No, it's a porn star.
Oh, god damn it.
And this is our last question.
All right.
Jessica Drew.
Porn.
Superhero.
Well, we both get a point. She is a Spider-Woman, but there is also a porn star with the name of Jessica Drew.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
Let's.
well.
How do we do, man?
Well, if we both get a point,
Or maybe
for
you can
that-
get a half point. I don't know.
Well, because that's the thing. If we both get a point for that one, then Rob takes it.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
So
wait.
you're sad about that?
Yeah, because I got the answer right technically.
Well, you should have got one more right than
Yeah.
you did.
No, yep. I lost by one. Son of a bitch.
I am the best at porn star superhero. What if they made porn hero like, like Guitar Hero?
I'm pretty sure that they
Yeah,
do.
the-
I'm pretty sure I've seen some of that. I was going to say come across that, but I chose my words carefully. Yeah, I'm pretty
No,
sure that
yeah,
they do.
they're-
Like Jerk Off Hero or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's called Cock Hero.
Cock Hero?
Yeah, that's what it's
You
called.
the look
No,
on your
I've
face.
I've seen it in the recommended frickin'
Yeah.
sections.
Yeah, the look on your face kind of tells me that you have it.
Bored just
Oh
jerking
no, it's
off.
not. It's not like
you own it?
It's an actual console game.
That's what I thought.
No.
That's what I'm talking about. You gotta get your D&B in the right hole at different times, or so it lights up. You know,
What?
So like Carry On My Wayward Son. You gotta jump around to different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but then if it's an actual game, then what? Like, is it?
Yeah, like
so
that.
what
up
does it
that-
just measure by your strokes or?
It's like it might,
Like
you know,
ding,
it
ding,
has like
ding.
you know, like the guitar, right? But instead of the guitar, it's just a series of holes
Okay.
that
You
you gotta
just gotta
get your
stick your dick
yeah,
in?
you gotta get your dick
Yeah,
through.
that's dangerous though, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
then especially on the speed of the song, you're gonna freaking end up missing one.
Well, that's probably why it never went to product. You know, it just got in design only.
many bent
Cock
dicks.
Hero. Trademarked. Cock Hero. Ham Brothers. That's part of our sex line. Our butt plugs. Now we have fucking Cock Hero.
and some dildos too. I think we got a couple of them on the last one.
Yeah, we had dildos and butt plugs with our faces on them, where it looks like we're clawing out.
No, I still think we need to make those butt plugs with a little pigtail coming out.
Oh yeah, we will.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Little curly Q.
Yep.
Squeal. Get some squeals
All you
out of
little
you.
piggies out there.
Oh, what a horrible episode this is. Just went dark. It's a
Yeah.
dark Sunday.
It is. It's a bit gloomy out there too.
It is a bit gloomy. It's been nice and warm. Now it's all cloudy.
It's supposed to rain this week too.
Just like all white people, I get sad when it gets dark.
Right.
When it's cloudy outside in the wintertime, I get sad. What do they call that, Matt?
Seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah, I have that. I get real sad in the wintertime. I need to see the sun.
Yeah, you get very cold.
Yeah, I'm cold a lot.
Yeah.
Cold a lot. Which is weird because I can't stop sweating.
That's why you're cold. It's
Yeah,
'cause
probably 'cause I'm just wet.
Constantly cooling yourself down.
Oh, God.
the breeze hits you, you're gonna get hypothermia.
This is...
What if your armpits got oh fuck, what is it called? God damn it, I'm totally blanking for some reason. Never mind, moving on.
What? Armpit cancer?
No, frostbite. What if your armpits got frostbite?
Ooh.
Oh
That'd be an interesting place to get it.
Somebody's had to have had it happen.
no, well, because frostbite happens when there's no blood left in the because everything's pushing
Right.
towards the center.
Yeah, but I'm
Right.
just imagining like if there was like a hole in a window, and they had to plug it with only
Your
your
armpits.
armpit over
Be the
over.
most inconvenient hole
That
ever.
armpit-sized hole needs plugging.
Yeah, it won't work otherwise. It's just the armpit, and then just that froze. I'm sure it could freeze.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to find that out. We'll have to.
Hey, write to us if you've ever had frostbite on your armpit. Oh my God. All right, well, let's wrap this piece of shit up.
Yep.
You made it all the way through this. You're a goddamn hero.
Cock hero.
You're a goddamn cock hero. You're a gay avenging cock hero. God bless you.